Are you ready for an action packed post interval movie? I'm taking a little time to explain to you the dynamics of your immune system. Because only when you know the power of your superheroes, you will do your best to take care of them. When the innate immunity army is not successful, then the special task force called adaptive immunity comes up. Adaptive immunity specializes in targeted and specific attack. In simple language, it designs new customized weapons to fight with the deadly virus. Hero of adaptive immunity is called lymphocytes. The first type of lymphocytes is called B cells. Each B cell identifies the virus by its unique antigen and then creates a special antibody. This antibody is as unique as a key is to a lock. These antibodies then try to destroy the virus through a complex process. Now, viruses are intelligent and powerful too. It escapes B cells and finally it enters the cell. And now the virus has become really dangerous. It can affect the cell and can start multiplying from there. Viruses cannot survive without entering a cell, and once it enters, it can become super deadly. So the situation is quite tense now. The villain has found a house and hidden himself inside it. And there are billions of houses or cells. How will our army get to know where the villain is hiding? And he becomes a ticking bomb, and soon it will multiply and affect all other cells. That's when T cells come into the picture. T cells are prepared for such kind of emergency scenarios. In every house or cell, it has kept its messengers called peptides. Peptides inform T cells about the virus. T cells do not just kill the virus but kill the entire cell. So T cells do not just kill the terrorist but bomb the entire building where the terrorist is hiding. But some terrorists are smart and kill the messenger. So T cells do not get to know which cell has got damaged. Hence it can't do much. Now what would the immune system do? Tricky question, right? Not really. It then releases Bahubali of our army called natural killer cells, called NK cells. NK cells try and see which cell is not sending a message through a messenger. And then it goes and surgically removes the cell. Another smart move of the virus is defeated. Adaptive immunity designs its own weapons to fight specific pathogens. And it takes time to design this weaponry and to create its own fighting strategy. Sometimes days and sometimes weeks. Hence, when you are affected by a flu, it takes days and sometimes weeks to fight the disease and become healthy. But once our adaptive immunity designs the weaponry, then it remembers it. And next time, if a similar virus happens to attack it, adaptive immunity comes and finishes it off immediately. It does not give it a next chance. That's why if you have disease like chickenpox once, you will never get it again. Because your adaptive immunity has become strong enough to kill the virus as soon as it tries to enter the body. And because of this adaptive immunity, diseases like smallpox have been eradicated. Birth of vaccines. Doctors and scientists did a very smart thing. They asked themselves, if adaptive immunity learns by fighting the virus, what if we send a dummy or a weak virus? Will it learn to fight the virus? And the answer was yes. And that's how vaccines were born. Vaccines are nothing but a dead or a weakened virus or a subunit of a virus so that adaptive immunity learns to fight against it. It's like training your soldiers with fake bullets and fake enemies so that they can fight the real enemy more effectively. Very smart move by doctors, which has saved millions of lives. So vaccines are nothing but a training ground for our immune system. We give 100% credit to the man-made vaccines, but forget to thank the main heroes. That is our immune system. Do you see a problem here? If we did not have such a strong immune system, all of us would be dead. It wins almost all the wars against viruses and bacteria. Even in the case of current virus, it does not affect everyone. And around 97% people recover from the virus because of our immune system. and people who succumb to the disease are largely the ones with weak immune systems. Do Indians have a stronger immune system? Opinion is divided on this. When it comes to the current virus, Indians may be better placed than developed countries because of its stronger adaptive immunity. Test to positive case ratio for India is 5% compared to 15 to 20% in most other countries. Number one reason could be that our environment is not 100% clean as the developed countries. In developed countries, water is so clean that they can drink water even from their loos. But in India, we eat pani puri, which is so tangy, not because of jaljeera, but also because of roadside dirt. Yuck. We give enough germs to our body so that the immune system is always practicing. Hygiene is a double-edged sword. Also, our immunity could be better because we eat a lot of home-cooked food. We use a lot of anti-inflammatory ingredients like haldi, ginger, garlic in our food. What is wrong in our diet is too much dependence on wheat and rice. Millets are missing, protein is much lower than what it should be, and we don't get all the micronutrients that our body requires. Moreover, crores of Indians are severely malnourished, whose immunity is bound to be weak. So we have a long way to go to boost our immunity. Do you realize the power of our super army? When you have them on your side, should you be scared and weaken them further? Or you would want to take good care of your team and strengthen them even more? Will you take good care of your superheroes? Yes or yes? Thank you. In the next session, we'll explain to you what role nutrition plays in strengthening your immunity. Don't miss it. Like wine, our course becomes better with time. First 3 videos were about building foundation. Now it is time to create a beautiful monument on top of it. You will love the next 3 videos.